Hello, level casters, and welcome to your weekly international news update. We're bringing you the most significant global headlines from the week of June 29, 2026. News 1 of 26. Our first story concerns the devastating aftermath of an earthquake in Venezuela. Preliminary analysis of satellite data suggests that the scale of this natural disaster might be far greater than initial official estimates, with over 58,000 buildings reported as destroyed. In a truly miraculous turn of events, a toddler was successfully rescued from the rubble a full 6 days after the quakes struck. Thousands of dedicated volunteers and international rescue teams are relentlessly continuing their search efforts in what many rescuers have described as a war zone, highlighting the immense destruction and the challenging conditions on the ground. News 2 of 26. Moving on to a deeply troubling development, the Christian Brothers child abuse scandal continues to unfold. Survivors have been left without trials after the order adopted an unprecedented legal tactic, proposing their own scheme to compensate those they harmed. Exclusive court documents have now revealed that the Christian Brothers retained 9 child abusers as members, citing a gospel imperative to help the needy. Furthermore, it's come to light that the order sought financial assistance from the Holy See months before claiming a lack of funds to provide for the survivors, raising serious questions about their priorities and transparency. News 3 of 26. In Monaco, an explosion has left 3 people injured, 2 of whom are in critical condition. CCTV footage captured a man dropping a backpack shortly before the blast occurred. Authorities have identified a Ukrainian woman, reportedly disguised as a man, as a suspect in this parcel bombing. The attack apparently targeted tycoon Vadim Yermolayev, and the suspect was subsequently seen in Germany, prompting an international investigation into the incident and its motives. News 4 of 26. The escalating violence in the West Bank has brought calls for accountability, particularly regarding the deaths of Palestinian children. Since October 7, 2023, the IDF has reportedly killed 235 children in the region, with no indictments following these incidents. Activists are vehemently decrying what they describe as a license to kill, and numerous letters and reports are urging the global community to express outrage and demand protection for Palestinian children from the worsening violence. News 5 of 26. Our Ukraine war briefing brings several significant updates. Germany has expressed deep disturbance over reports of Russian soldiers receiving training in China, viewing this development as a threat to its security. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has repositioned himself as a potential peacemaker after a lengthy conversation with Russian President Putin, suggesting a new diplomatic approach. Ukrainian President Zelensky has also stated there's a real prospect to end this war, while simultaneously ridiculing Putin's military objectives for repeatedly delaying deadlines. A journey through Ukraine's fortress belt reveals the critical role of kill zones and drone nets in its ongoing defense strategy. News 6 of 26. Ahead of America's 250th birthday celebrations, the queer community in New York has voiced feelings of unease, despite having previously felt safe in the city. While events are taking place across the country to commemorate the nation's milestone, the LGBTQ+ community faced a more complex reality during their own month of celebration, grappling with ongoing societal challenges and uncertainties. News 7 of 26. Today's briefing also includes an insight into Shabana Mahmood's new UK asylum reforms. As the Home Secretary details these changes to the asylum system, our newsletter examines the significant challenges Labour faces in implementing them, and ponders what a more constructive narrative could be told regarding immigration in the UK. News 8 of 26. Tragic news from northern Germany, where 5 people have been killed in a shooting incident. Police reported that numerous shots were fired at a youth care facility in Stade. Following the incident, 2 individuals were apprehended by German police, and investigations are currently underway to ascertain the full details and motivations behind this horrific event. News 9 of 26. We mark the passing of Les Mills, the New Zealand Olympian and entrepreneur behind the global gym chain, who has died at the age of 91. Les and his wife established their first gym in Auckland in 1968, and their family later pioneered influential workout programs, including the internationally recognized Body Pump, which is taught in fitness centers worldwide. His legacy has profoundly impacted the global fitness industry. News 10 of 26. In Spain, a new scheme allowing migrants to regularize their status has seen an overwhelming response. 1 million migrants have applied for the program, which offers a one-year residence and work permit. This number is double the expected amount of applicants, highlighting the significant demand for such initiatives and the large population seeking legal status in the country. News 11 of 26. A poignant story from Romania sheds light on families separated by migration. Many thousands of children in one of the EU's poorest countries live with at least one parent working abroad. The emotional toll of this separation is captured in the sentiment, "She never says goodbye when she leaves," illustrating the ongoing challenges and sacrifices faced by these families due to economic migration. News 12 of 26. We're inviting you, our listeners, to share stories about a local animal celebrity in your area. We're eager to hear about the animals who have achieved star status where you live, celebrating the unique connections and affection communities have for their furry, feathered, or scaled companions. News 13 of 26. Our Thursday briefing focuses on the evolving nature of warfare, emphasizing why Britain must adapt to this new age or risk falling behind. From hidden bunkers to frontline trenches, a new generation of remote pilots is fundamentally redefining what it means to engage in war, necessitating a re-evaluation of defense strategies and technological advancements. News 14 of 26. In Malta, businessman Jorgen Fenech, accused of ordering the murder of journalist Daphne Caruana Galizia, is currently standing trial. Fenech, who vehemently denies all charges, appeared in court almost 9 years after the tragic death of the investigative journalist, a case that has drawn considerable international attention and scrutiny. News 15 of 26. Ukrainian President Zelensky has urged the EU to uphold its promises regarding Ukraine accession talks, as Ireland assumes the presidency. Speaking in Dublin, where he was among the guests, Zelensky heard Michael Martin affirm that Ireland will stand unswervingly by your people, signaling continued support for Ukraine's path towards European integration. News 16 of 26. Albania has received a warning that its EU accession is at risk due to Jared Kushner-backed resort plans. Proposed developments of protected shorelines and wildlife zones are said to violate EU environmental policy, according to MEPs. This situation highlights the tension between economic development and environmental protection in the context of European Union membership aspirations. News 17 of 26. An intriguing development from the scientific community involves the Harvard astronomer dubbed Trump's chief alien hunter, Avi Loeb. He begins his investigations by assuming that unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, are human-made. His White House panel has formally requested videos and files on unexplained aerial sightings from the Pentagon, indicating a serious effort to analyze these phenomena through a particular lens. News 18 of 26. In an unusual discovery, a valuable Spanish painting was salvaged from the street by a man who simply liked its frame. Andrés Hurtado found the work by Joaquín Sorolla after its owners had misplaced it. He later responded to a theft alert, leading to the recovery of the artwork and highlighting a fortunate turn of events for the painting's owners. News 19 of 26. The Vatican has made a significant ecclesiastical decision, excommunicating all members of the ultra-conservative rebel group SSPX, the Society of St. Pius X. This schism, caused by the SSPX ordaining 4 bishops without consent, presents the first major crisis for Pope Leo, underscoring the deep theological divisions within the Catholic Church. News 20 of 26. At the World Cup, Norwegian fans have made waves with their Viking Row, an enthusiastic and synchronized chant that has become bigger than football. From Times Square to the Norwegian Parliament and even in fighter jet cockpits, this choreographed display of national pride has gained widespread recognition and popularity. News 21 of 26. In Thailand's sex tourism hub, a tragic incident has highlighted the dark underbelly of the industry. While bright lights flash and loud music blares, underage girls are reportedly exploited. The death of a Thai girl has brought into sharp focus the dangers and the normalized, illegal sex tourism trade in the country. News 22 of 26. A 21-year-old UK woman has been arrested in Thailand following the alleged stabbing death of her boyfriend. Local media reports that officers discovered the body of the 34-year-old man in a luxury rental home in the Pattaya area, prompting a police investigation into the circumstances surrounding this tragic event. News 23 of 26. Kenya has experienced a remarkable resurgence in its love for darts, with enthusiasts now dubbed OCHE addicts. The sports development organizations and a notable win for David Munywa at the PDC World Darts Championship have significantly turbocharged interest, leading to a vibrant and growing darts community across the nation. News 24 of 26. Amidst the devastation in Gaza, musicians are demonstrating incredible resilience by reopening their bomb-shattered conservatory, albeit in tents. Despite most of their instruments being destroyed, teachers are restarting classes, utilizing music as a powerful tool to provide relief and solace to traumatized individuals in the community. News 25 of 26. In the Caribbean, grieving relatives are still seeking answers as the U.S. normalizes drug boat strikes. The family of St. Lucian fisher Ricky Joseph has been left suspended in raw grief, while media coverage of these attacks is reportedly waning, raising concerns about accountability and the impact on local communities. News 26 of 26. Finally, Chinese tycoon Guo Wengi has been sentenced to 30 years in a U.S. prison for fraud. Guo, who gained a following for his criticisms of the Communist Party in China, was found guilty in 2024 on 9 charges, including money laundering, marking a significant legal outcome for the prominent businessman. That concludes today's Levelcast news briefing. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, keep enriching your English vocabulary and understanding of global events with Levelcast.